from Bugeye Guys. Say hello to Bugeye 501, very first production Bugeye. And next to it, Jesse, not the first Bugeye, and a very radically modified Bugeye made into a very high performance, very elegant and beautiful car. Very much looking like a stock car at the same time because it's in, just like 501, it's in a stock color that came from the factory this way, Nevada, Whitehall Beige it was called, with a deep red interior. So very stock car, but kind of reimagined with a lot more elegance. And that's why Gumby is parked alongside. This is my high school car that we restored with a head fairing and color matched wheels and Aston Martin green leather, unconventional diamond stitching and custom wooden wheel, extra stitching in the dash. And Jesse was sort of an outgrowth of this Gumby project to build a car that looked pretty much like a stock Bugeye, but was taken to the next level. So today we're gonna have our kind of cosmetic overview and see if we can find any flaws in this car and make this video so that if anybody's interested in this car, they can sort of see any of its shortcomings. It's amazingly well appointed with Connolly leather dashboard, Connolly leather seats, super soft, custom beige piping. They never came that way. It would have been white and red. And as well as the piping on the door pocket and the dash bar. We have GPS gauges, a new wooden wheel, a brushed stainless horn push. There in the center is a little switch for the driving lights. It's got a Ford 5-speed transmission. There's a trickle charger there on the floor, which plugs in under the dash. There's also a cigarette lighter port attachment above the trickle charger there in the footwell, out of sight. So it's kind of hidden above your passenger's knees. All the switches are in the original location. So it looks all the world like a stock dashboard and a stock car, but it's got a supercharger and wire wheels and tube shocks and rear disc brakes, a lot of really cool stuff to make the car sound great and drive great. It's faster, it stops better, it rides better. It has these beautiful Dunlop tires, unlike the bias plies that you would have had on 501. So tremendous contrast here between the very first original everything Concours Gold car and sort of evoking the original feel, but taken to the next level. Lots of cool stuff. We have mirrors in the stanchions and a larger dash mirror and LED lights and custom leather flip forward nose. There are index pins in the old hinges to hold this nose exactly in this location every time. So you always have this nose gap, which is the right gap. It looks great and will always look great. So I wanted to just look around and see, could we find any flaws on this car? And I'm not sure there are many, but we're gonna hold it up to the microscope and see. The beading on this car is excellent. A lot of times you'll see some small cracks along here. We don't have that. Anything that you see is pretty much dirt. The car could use a dusting. I would say the finish is excellent on this car. We could certainly buff it to more luster and reflection, but you can see the light in the center of your screen is the light overhead, and in the center of the screen now is the window across the hall. So it does reflect very well. The chrome is mostly new. I would say this grille is not perfect. These grills lately are difficult to get perfect. There are a couple little pits there. They're very, very hard to see. I would give the chrome grille about an 8 out of 10, but I'm not sure we can get a better one, so I'm very content with that. The badge is new. The lights are LED and fancy reflectors. The driving lights are an upgrade. They're LED park lights. Here's one flaw I just noticed. This is an errant hole that has a rubber plug in it. I have no idea why. It would be where an antenna would be, but it's small for that. I suppose we could fill and paint that if somebody wanted, but this is pretty small, so that would be up to the new owner. The gaskets are new, by the way, and the glass is excellent. This has been powder coated. I do see there was one little flaw I noticed in the bottom of the windshield frame. Very minor, but you should know about it if you're interested in this car. Right here, there's a little nick in the frame that was then powder coated over. So it's like a little imperfection right there, if you see that. Also very minor. And then one other thing I noticed is that this is a 5-stud short tonneau. So the long tonneau was done this way. It's very practical because it fastened where the top fastened. But many Sprites came with a short tonneau, which had 7 fasteners on the back deck. This one has 5. And the reason for that is that you really don't need, it's difficult for me to do with one hand, but the tonneau looks like this when it's fastened or closed, and you really don't need this fitting. So somebody decided it was more of a nuisance, so they put a metal plug in here. We could take that out, put another lift dot stud in, put a lift dot female on here, and you'd have 7 fittings. So, you know, it's hidden most of the time when this is fastened. I wouldn't say that's a serious thing. It's the owner's choice. We could certainly put in a fitting or just live with that. I don't think it's too serious. The interior is immaculate. It's all brand new. That wool heel pad is really cool. The Hardora mat is cool because remember that came in the trunks or the boot floor. And so we've extended it into the cockpit so it all blends together. The door pockets are stunning and the dashboard is stunning. And then the rear deck, a lot of these have been sat on. People lay on them, they take their friends sitting on the back, whatever they do, but this one is pretty much perfect. And the taillights and the twin exhaust is cool, and the bumpers are new, the license plate light, and there's a license plate frame support there with rubber standoffs. Pretty much everywhere you look, this car is immaculate. So other than those little tiny flaws that I've called out, I don't think you'll find much on this car that's, you know, anything short of perfect. It was meant to be a Gumby grade, more stock looking Bugeye. Gumby has been very well received and done very well whenever I've shown the car. And Jesse can and will as well. It's a very special Bugeye. For people who want kind of the ultimate, this would be the car to get, and it's here for sale at Bugeye Guys.